Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Neek Lynn, and I am so excited, guys. This is my first video for 2020, and let me tell you, if you do not have this style added to your list of services, you might want to watch this video, take some notes, and add this to your list of services, because this Halo braid is about to be everything. Make sure you keep watching. So for this style, I will be using all of my favorite products. They will be listed in the description box below. As I said before, this is going to be a halo braid. So to start this style, I basically just begin to comb the hair in like a bowl shape. And then, because I'm going to be doing braids in the middle, I like to have 4 equal quadrants. So you're going to start your first part from the forehead right back down to the nape of the neck, and then you're going to take it and go the other way horizontally. So if you could see right here, I have 4 equal sections. So starting in the top left corner, I'm going to begin to make my circle. Now, I find it easier to do a circle in portions versus just trying to make the circle all at once. I feel like it gives me better direction, and honestly, I feel like it makes me have a more proportioned circle. So if you follow these steps, I feel like you'll be able to get a good circle as well. So again, take your time, use your Shine and Jam or whatever product you like to use for parting, and make sure that you're parting a clean part. So then just section that hair off. I like to braid my hair off to the side. And once you braid that hair off to the side, you can go ahead and jump over to your next section. So again, you're going to repeat the same steps. So if you're wondering what I'm doing right here, I am actually using the teeth of the comb to measure the width of how far my circle is from the top of her ear. That is just something that is helping me to make sure that they are the same width on each side. It's not something that I normally do, but I was making this circle and I just so happened to use the teeth of the comb, and it really seemed like it helped out a lot. So that's just a quick tip, that if you need to measure the width or you want to make sure that you are having the same width on each side, go ahead and use a wide tooth comb. So now I'm actually working my way to the back, and I noticed immediately, like, oh snap, my back is not going to line up with my front quadrants. So I wanted to leave this part in here because, guys, like, no matter how much you have something mapped out, you really can make a mistake. But that's the beauty of mapping things out, because it makes it so much easier to fix a mistake. So if you can see, all I did was just went back and I lined that side up, and now I have a perfectly round circle. So now it's actually time to do the braiding, and this is what I love most about a halo braid, is that the variations of braids that you can do are just endless. So this time what we decided to do was, there was a photo that we found online, and we wanted to do something similar to this photo. And basically we just had to, again, because our quadrants are already set up, we have to just repeat the design 4 times basically. So if you keep on watching, you will see exactly what is taking place here. So we are just starting from the center of the head and braiding down and doing a little turn, and then we're doing the same on the other side, and then right in the middle is where we will go ahead and begin the larger braid. So for this part, I decided to do a stitch braid. I love to do stitch braids. I'm still perfecting my stitch braids, and I just really feel like they add such character to any style. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and throw a little sauce on it. I feel that stitch braids really take your style to the next level, and if that's something that you're interested in, or that's something that you want to learn or add to your skill set, I have 2 stitch braid tutorials on my channel, and I'll be sure to link those down in the description section below, as well as put up the info cards in the top right corner. And like I said before, with these 4 quadrants, we are literally doing the same design in each section. So we just make this like L shape just to make the smaller braid. We braid that right on down. And like I said, we're just going to repeat the same exact thing. So as you can see, I'm just taking that right around, braiding it, far enough down so that I can connect it to the bigger braid without it becoming unraveled. Then the same thing again on this side. So I don't mean to be super repetitive, but as I said before, it truly is doing the same thing in each quadrant. But if you've been watching my channel, I'm sure you know by now that I do like to give super detailed videos. I feel like it's just helpful to you guys. And I know for me, when I watch videos, I'm all for the details, and I don't like for any detail to be spared. So I hope that you guys are finding this easy to follow. And if you have any questions, please, by all means, just leave them down in the comment section below. I will be sure to respond to just about every comment. So if you have any questions so far, please do not feel intimidated. Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer. So just moving along to the front, I'm just gelling her hair down just to, give it some shape. And just preparing it to get ready for the actual halo braid itself. So for this part, I'm actually going to leave this in real time because I really want you to be able to see exactly how to start this off. So as far as the hair goes, if you could see, just like we would start like a box braid, I have the hair interlooped. And if you remember back then in the, back in the day before we were doing all these feed-ins and everything, and we were starting the braid off with the knot, that's exactly what I'm doing right here. So I'm making sure that I have a nice hold, not too tight, but just a nice hold that I, can go ahead and grip the hair. And because this hair wasn't long enough, I actually did have to feed in some hair as I went along. So I am feeding in pretty thick pieces of hair because I want for the density to be the same going all around the perimeter of her head. Also, be sure to make sure that your client's natural hair is tucked underneath the synthetic hair. Because this is such a big braid, you don't want your client's hair like being frizzy or just taking away from the smoothness of the braid. And because there's so much hair in the braid, you should have no problem hiding your client's hair unless your client's hair is like super long. But in her case, I didn't have any issue just tucking her hair behind the synthetic hair. Continue braiding all the way down, and once you get to the end, take your scissors and begin to cut in a downward motion. Finish off your braid and then go ahead and secure it with the rubber bands. And now that your braid is secure, fold it multiple times so that that part of the braid lines up with the beginning of the halo braid. You may end up having to adjust this part several times, but just play around with it until it's to your liking. I thought at this point it looked pretty good, so I'm using a hairpin just to hold it in place because we're going to actually sew this down. So I want to make sure that I don't have to keep holding it once it's time to sew. So now that I have my thread and needle, I'm going to go ahead and do, I believe it's called the invisible knot method. And I'm going back and forth and not around. Okay, so I'm kind of going in and out. And when I get to my last stitch where I want to actually knot the thread, I'm going to make sure that I am underneath the halo braid because I don't want any knots of the thread to show on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just set the style by using my Bronner Brothers Tropical Roots foam. And I use this foam all the time, guys, for all my braided styles. Well, I would say most of them. Sometimes I don't use foam to set the style. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I'm going to go ahead and blow dry. And guys, this is it. And I am just absolutely in love with this halo style. I would just love to do more. As always, guys, I pray that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video. If you attempt this style, please let me know how yours come out. And as always, God bless. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.